What is up, guys? My name is Andrew, and welcome back to Space Engineers Let's Play. This is episode number 14 of Season 3, and last episode, we built this little tram station, and this episode, hopefully, we're going to do a little bit more work on this and get it, well, better, at least, you know. I kind of want to get a tram on the rails. That's the rail, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. Some of you thought that the rail was going to be on the bottom. No, we're doing like an overhead rail. That's what it was like in Half-Life 1, and that's what we're going to try and go for. By the way, if you guys haven't played Half-Life 1, go play it. Super fun game. Revolutionized first-person shooters. But that's what we're going to do. Hopefully we're going to try and get this set up. I want to get a tram on the rails, but also I noticed one thing. Now, in order to get a tram on the rails, I want to extend this way. So in order to do that, I want to get the mini miner, aka the Wilbinator, and that's inside. However, I don't think we have a way to get outside, do we? I actually didn't check this before starting the video. I probably should have. But I don't think we have a way to get outside yet. Okay, yeah, we don't. So what I want to do is I want to create like an airlock right here. And the whole idea of this airlock is going to be to allow this thing to get to the outside without us having to completely destroy like this, like the whole door for it to get outside. So that's what we're gonna do first. It's not gonna take that long. We're just gonna kind of I don't know. We're probably just gonna put an airlock on this side, an airlock on this side, and then call it an airlock. It'll be really easy. Okay, so first of all, last episode we did get the whole base pressurized. I want to make sure. Yeah, okay, so it's on depressurized. I just wanted to make sure that that was the case so that we didn't lose all of our air when we do this. But we're gonna break this right here. And we'll break these because that's where we're going to put the actual airlock piece. Then we're going to do the same on this side. 1, 2, and then a third one right there. So actually that fits perfectly, I think. Let's break through this whole thing, and we'll just make it about this big. I think that'll be fine. Now, we originally did have plans to possibly extend this a little bit more, so I'm wondering if we should extend it to allow for one more bay before we have the actual airlock piece. Maybe that is what we're going to do. In fact, that is what we're going to do. You know, plan for the future. Don't block yourself into a corner. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to, what do we do? Put this on the right mode, then disconnect with number 6, and we're ready to go. Awesome. This thing doesn't really have the turning radius it used to. Actually, I did, you know, I think when I did that public test beta for Space Engineers, I think it reset all my settings. Well, it definitely reset all my settings, so I had to do stuff. Did any of you guys also have that? Or is that like a common thing when you do those like tests and stuff? Because like all my sound settings, my mouse sensitivity settings, they were all changed. So that was a bit fun. Okay, let's just get this area kind of clear so that we can do the work that we want to do. The good work, as they say. Okay, there we go. Put that right there. You can just hang out right there since we have infinite charging basically right there. Yeah, okay, let's do this. We have a bunch of steel plates, I believe. Yes, we do. So let's go ahead and place these. Are they here? Yeah, number 8. We'll place this one facing this way. 1, 2, and 3. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Uno. Unable to place. Oh, that's because I was there. Uno, dos, tres. By the way, I feel like the player shouldn't, like, especially for these, you should be able to place something, like, when the player's in the way here. Because, look, there's nothing here. But, like, if I'm in the way of where it's going to go, it won't place it. So that should be like not a thing. I don't know. It's a minor inconvenience. Oh, shoot. I said we were going to extend it. And here I am doing the complete opposite. Okay, extend first. All right, there we go. I've extended this so that we can have 2 more bays if we need them. Currently, we only need the 1. But I think eventually we might need more. I don't know why we would need them. Maybe we have like an in-base welding ship or something. But yeah, so currently we will have 4 bays just for future proofing. Okay, so we'll build these things out. The airtight doors. They require a lot of steel plates, but it's actually pretty nice because we're really close to our stuff, so we can get pretty much anything we need instantly. So speaking of which, it looks like we need a lot of construction components, small steel tubes, motors, computers. Okay, remember all those. Come on. Construction components, small steel tubes. Actually, wait. One of you guys told me that there's a build planner thing that well, I know there was a build planner, but you guys told me that if I use middle mouse button, all components were successfully withdrawn. Then it puts it in the build planner. What does that mean? Oh my god, I really... Okay, you know what? We're not doing this. I really need to look into it. I thought it would like draw... Wait, control. What if I do control? Build planner is empty. What? It just said... Oh, press G. Okay, G. Build planner? Is there a build planner? Build planner, build planner, build planner, build planner, build planner. If I take this airtight hangar door and throw it in the build planner, that means it's now there. So, then if I do this... Cannot withdraw Okay, so it withdrew probably all of the steel plates. No, it withdrew a bunch of stuff. Okay. So now can I go and... Ooh! Well, this is not that bad. That's not that bad. Now, I don't know how... I want it to only withdraw a couple things, but that's kind of cool. So I don't need all these steel plates. Actually, I do, because I need to do all this stuff. Okay, let's try this again. So I want to take a button panel, and I put the button panel on number 9. Now, can I take it out and then just... Boop. Components were added to build planner. And were withdrawn. Okay, so now, if I go and put this right here, can I place it? Ooh, that is kind of helpful. So it automatically adds it to the build planner, I guess, one time. So now if I try and do the same thing, would it? Or like if I wanted to do, let's say if I wanted to build a welder. Let's do... Did it withdraw everything I need for that? Oh, that is really cool. Wow, that is really helpful. So if I wanted to build it, it would totally build the whole thing. Oh my god, that is awesome. That is actually really helpful. Oh, I want to build some of these. Okay, okay, let's do this again. Number 5. Boop. Well, I want 2 of them, so I did it twice. There's 1. Oh my god, this has revolutionized? It's revolutionized my use of this game. Now, the only thing is, I never used, like, the mod, and a lot of people were saying the mod's actually better. I'm not sure, because I never used it. But this is super helpful, so that's awesome. I love Andrew Hart. And actually, in fact, come to think of it, these ones will work now. They should, because I put them... No, I didn't put them in a group. Hang on. No, they're called hangar doors now. I always like to rename all this stuff so it's useful to me. So we have hangar door utility A. I'm probably going to have a utility B as well because we're going to need some sort of airlock system. But maybe we'll do that a little bit later or off camera. But I also want to mess around with timer blocks with that because what I want to happen is I want you to be able to press this button and then like one closes and the other one opens. So like it's like a proper airlock and you don't lose all your air. So yeah, that would be really cool. So timer blocks will be used, but probably we won't do that this episode. For now, they're just going to be in a group called utility A. Save. Now we can pop on over to here, groups, and whichever one it is, this one, and we can say open and close. Awesome. And let's make sure they make a full seal. I think they will because we put them in the appropriate spot. Oh! Grab your hat right before it closes. Okay, nice. That actually looks pretty cool. So we'll have another one behind that, and it'll use timer blocks, and it'll have like its own vent, and it'll be super awesome. But right now the base is not pressurized because we removed all the air from it because we're doing a lot of work. But once we put that back in, then that will be necessary. All right, let's head over back to the place so we can do some stuff. We're just gonna make ourselves like a little tunnel heading over to that area, like a utility tunnel, if you will. All right, and while we're here, let's extend this thing back a little bit, or about as far as we want it to go. I think probably only a couple blocks this way, but I also want to have sort of like a building area where we could build our tram, so we don't build it like on the track right here. We'll build it somewhere else and then move it to the track. That'll be kind of cool. So let's start drilling. I was about to say welding again. Drilling. Let's go. All right, that's pretty good for what I meant when I said extend the station a little bit. Now I want to build that little building area, which is going to be kind of a separate room off in that way direction. So we're just going to kind of go straight out from wherever this is. So about straight out from here, going this way. All right, this shall be it. This is where the utility room is going to be. And basically what it's just going to be is it's just going to be a room where we build the tram going this... Ow. Well, that happened. What did I hit? Oh, I guess I hit that. Well, I think that might be our first actual proper explosion of a ship. That's probably going to call for a grave. Because we're going to have to completely rebuild this. It's pretty much totaled. Dang, that's sad. And it's just because of this little bit right here. I backed into it a little bit too fast. Well, we got most of the digging we wanted for now out of the way, so that's fine. But I think the Wilbinator is going to go down in history as the ship that lasted 14 episodes. Well, actually, I don't know when we build it, but you know, you get the idea. It lasted to episode 14. All right, I'm sorry, Wilbinator, but you served us well, but you gotta go. We're gonna have to build another one of those things because that was really, really helpful. All right, let's go build the grave, and we're gonna build it above ground, kind of above right here, because I don't want to build it in the area where we're gonna work. So let's build it above ground at this spot. All right, it's about right here. And I think it's only fitting that the Rip Wilbinator statue be built with the Wilbinator's parts. So we're going to use these parts. Actually, I don't know if we have enough for the whole thing, but we'll try. And there she is, the statue for the Wilbinator, aka the mini miner. She was a noble ship. That she was. This power should probably last for a very long time. Yeah. 1 year. So in 1 year, remind us to come back and, you know, replace the power on this thing. But there's our first, well, this season at least, our first grave for a ship. And it's right above where the original one went down. And she will go down in history as the best dang ship we've ever had. It was such a small ship, but it was such a helpful ship. Truly, it is what ships should aspire to. I'm not good at eulogies. That's called a eulogy, right? That's not. I'm not. What's the thing at weddings? Weddings and funerals I get mixed up, which is kind of weird. But I think eulogy is the thing at a funeral. So that's my eulogy. Hooray! May the mini miner be remembered forever. Okay, so this is going to be our little area, our building area. So this is where we're going to actually build the thing. And it's going to have a curve that curves over towards the actual station. And this is a good opportunity that we can use to actually test the curves to make sure that they work. So the way we're going to do curves, and this is going to be interesting probably, I think we're going to do a very, like, not a very steep curve, like a very casual curve, not anything too crazy. So we're going to start with a block like this. And then we'll do it twice. Well, actually, dang, that's going to go really far that way, isn't it? Well, we could curve it here and then keep going diagonally. That might work. And then we build it on a diagonal. But let me get the other piece of this one. So we have to turn it this. Nope, 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 nope. It's not easy. There we go. Turn it this way. And then on the other side of this is going to be, turn it around. Nope, not that. This. On this one. And I think this will maintain about the same width. So we have that width right there. I think that's the same width as this. So that should make it so that the wheels are fine when it comes to trying to turn. Hopefully it will. So we're going to do that. And we're going to do this for about the length of the train. So I don't know how big we want a train car to be. We're probably going to have like 3 cars. But the turn thing is going to have to be about the width of a train car. And the reason we want that is because we don't want like half the train to be in a turn and the other half of the train to be in a straightaway. That's going to mess things up really badly. So let's try and keep this turn kind of nice and simple. We can make the length of the train like this, but the train's probably going to be a little longer than that. I don't know. Maybe 3. Okay, so after that one, we're going to start doing these. About 4. And I'm getting a little bit nervous because this might actually cut into this building, and I don't really want that to happen. And the curve does have to be about this large because we don't want it to go crazy. What could we do? So that's 1. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. 6. That's even 6. Oh, we might make it a little... Because the train cars could be smaller than that, probably. And then, furthermore, we could probably start the turn 1 or 2 earlier. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Alright, man, you know what? Mining is taking way too long. We're building another Wilbinator. Let's get some more hydrogen real quick. We're building another... Well, it's going to be a mini miner. We're going to name it after someone else because we have a bunch of names to go through. But we're building another mini miner. It's taking way too long. We have a bunch of stuff. Let's go ahead and place our landing gear. Let's see if I still know how to do this thing. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Okay, I got this. Look at this. Boom. Oh, shoot. It didn't work. Why didn't it work? Cannot withdraw that many power cells. Oh, shoot. Do we have a... Oh, we have more batteries and stuff in here. Okay, that's why. Wait, why are you not working? Oh, because my inventory's full? Okay, now. So we press this. Then, all components withdrawn. Boom! There we go. Okay, we know how it works now. Alright, Wilbinator, how did this thing work? We had a cockpit, and then we had a bunch of stuff. So let's build up here. I think will be the easiest. Start with a cockpit, and then we'll do... I mean, the Wilbinator basically was just a battery and a connector, so let's build those things. Can we get a battery? Can we get a small ship battery? I think that gave us a large ship one. I guess that's still not clear exactly how that one works, but let's do this as well. Boom. And I think that was it for its main stuff. Then it had a drill on the front. And I think it had a bottom as well, so the drill was kind of on the bottom. Okay, let's grab that. It's giving us the large ship ones though, so that's kind of annoying. Oh, I just have to press it again. So 7 and then press it again. It'll give us the small ship ones. Okay, that actually makes sense. All right, so this Wilbinator is going to be a little bit larger. It's going to pretty much just be, or it's not going to be a Wilbinator. I keep saying Wilbinator. The Wilbinator is dead. I've got to let it go. No, this mini miner is just going to be, it's going to be a little bit less mini. So it's going to, you know, it's going to be a little larger. That should help with some stuff. All right, I think she's finally ready. I give you the USS Helix, named after one of our supporters, Iron Helix, who's been around for quite a while. The SS Helix is a mini miner, but slightly less mini than the other one. It's got 2 drills instead of 1. It's got, I think, a couple more thrusters, maybe? I'm not entirely sure how many the other one had. It's got 2 gyros, and it's got pretty much the same other stuff. But hopefully it will, I mean, it might not last as long. Not survivability, but more like the ability to keep its power. Looks like we only have about 10 minutes of mining, and it's on 1 bar. So let's get this going. Oh shoot, I need to bind some stuff. Block tools, throw that in there. Let's do. I want to have my connector as another one, so you're going to be switch lock, and then I want to have my battery, single battery, as another one, which is going to be recharge on off. Awesome. Okay, this should help us out a little bit. And also the curve is done. It is now completely built out. So we just need to have a little straightaway right here, and that's where our area is going to be. Let's hope this one mines a little bit faster than the other one. And hopefully it will, because it's got 2 miners instead of 1. And they're kind of spaced out by 1 block. What this doesn't have is a light on it, so that's something we need to add in the future. But let's do some mining and get this room built. Alright, we've got about as many steel plates as we can carry, and we're going to build out this little area. Okay, so it's kind of just a big platform, and that's really what it's going to be. It's going to have some guides, like this is the guide for the floor. This is the floor height in the station. And then we're going to have some more guides for how wide it's got to be. But this should be enough area to build out at least 2 train cars, and then we can move it forward and build out the 3rd if we want to. I think we're just going to start with 2, though, just for now. We technically don't even need this, but I do want to have flat ground, because flat ground's easier to work on, just for me, personal preference. And since we have a lot of steel plates, I think we're fine with building out this area. Alrighty, welcome to the train builderium. It's kind of like right next to the base. If you go, this is where our maintenance tunnel was, and then the train builderium is kind of just off to that side over there. We have the whole corner complete. Now I'm afraid, because the way we're doing the train is over top, like Half-Life, and I'm kind of afraid that if one of these little stabilizers on one of the sides breaks, then the whole thing's gonna fall, and we can't really support it very often, just because of how it's gonna be built. Like, there's not really an option to. I mean, I guess we could if we. No, there's not really a way, is there? Because the train will be hanging under, and then we're gonna have wheels on the top, kind of holding it along. So, yeah, really, we have to support it this way somehow. It's gonna be interesting. Okay, well, yeah, I guess let's get started. This is about the height that we want it to be at, so let's go. We're gonna start with a landing gear up top to just kind of build the area. Actually, we'll probably need to mine out a little bit of this up top so we have a little bit of room to build. But then we're gonna put a landing gear up here, and we're going to start putting in those wheels. So we'll start toward the front over here, I think. All right, let's start with the wheels. Can I get a wheel? Well, let's try a couple things. We're going to start like this. We're going to have wheels on both sides, so it's going to be kind of even. But we're going to start like this far away. So this is how many blocks away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks from center. Let's start with this one. We'll put a wheel on our number 2 bar, so it's easy to get to. Throw a little wheel, and we'll take the place of a gyro because we don't need a gyro for this build. So we're going to use a 3x3 wheel, I think. That'll be fine. That's perfect, actually. 5 away, and that's probably in the center. So 5 away is perfect. That's what we want to do then. So 5, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. And then we're going to go kind of farther this way. We're going to have to use a lot of... I should probably bring some sort of like bay here so I don't have to use all my stuff. Do I want to double up wheels on this? I guess we could. Couldn't we? Let's throw one right here. Let's match this. Let's see if that works. If it works, we could do it. That's not in the same place, but it does work. So we could theoretically do this. And that could be, like, we could have 2 wheels here and then 2 wheels right behind. Yeah, that could work. That would actually work pretty well. Yeah, okay, then that happens. Okay, so I'm thinking this might be the size of 1 car. So how big is this in terms of blocks? So we're actually going to cut off a lot of the front. So in terms of blocks, it's 1, 2, 3, It's only about 3 blocks. We could probably extend the wheels a little bit. It's not that bad. Because these are at least 5 or 6 blocks. Let's extend 1 or 2 blocks. How about that? Alright, if that's the size of one train, then how big is it? It's 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay, so it's about 4 blocks, and that's perfect because these are about 5. So yeah, this is going to be the size of one train. And this is going to be... So the whole reason we wanted... Oops. The whole reason we wanted to have the corner... Okay, I can't... I'm running out of jetpack. Hang on. Okay, the whole reason we wanted to have the turn like this, so it's so long like that, is because every car is going to have its own rigid body. So this is going to be like one rigid structure right here. So we don't want to have half of the rigid structure turning on this piece and half of it turning on this piece. Because if you have it like that, then we're going to have some problems with whatchamacallit. Actually, hang on. It's still going to have some problems, isn't it? What we might need to do is we might need to disconnect this and then make these each... No, it'll be fine. So that'll turn that way. This will follow it. It'll be fine because it's not that large. What I wanted to avoid was having like the front of this thing on that one over there while the back was on this one right here, because that's too large of a turn. But this one I think will be fine for the thing to manage to turn. I think it'll be good. All right, here we go. I've built a little bit of a wheel holder, a wheel container kind of thing. Hopefully it'll work out. I hope the wheels don't go up really high. I don't think they will, but I think it's fine. Okay, so I built this little thing. Let's see, what do I want to do next? Oh, I think probably want to put some blocks reinforcing this, and then probably maybe even, I don't know, maybe that. I don't know. I just want to reinforce this so they don't come apart in the case of any catastrophic failures. Okay, now let's build out the side wheels. This is another thing we're going to need our wheels to guide it along the sides, so let's go ahead and do that. I keep falling off my posts. This post so I don't have to use my jetpack. Okay, so side wheels. How do we want to play this? Okay, so we've placed those up there. Now I should be able to place something like this. Yeah, that goes against it pretty well. And this is actually going to fall down quite a bit, so maybe we want to put them up one higher. Because when we release that, it's going to fall down that much. So if it, well, that'll still be on it. That'll be about the middle, actually. So that probably is perfect. How close are you? You're not really that close to the side, though. So maybe we want to bring you in 1 or 2. So remove these side things that we had to bring it out, and we'll just bring it in a little more. So put one right here. I wanted to put it in the middle. What about there? One right there. How close are you now? You're still not that close, but we can bring you in. Because we have these, you know, we have that modifier that we can do. And then we'll do one more right there. Okay, and we'll match that on the other side as well. So we have them doing like that. And they don't really need to touch it that much. They just need to prevent it from going too far. And in fact, let's test it. Let's bring that up a little bit, and then we'll add like a one of those things, one of these things, if we have all the parts. Okay, and let's bring in that wheel that we just built, which is going to be... Actually, let's name them real quick, otherwise we're going to have a huge problem, aren't we? Okay, so all the way to the side, it's still not exactly close enough, so what we're going to do instead of doing that is we're actually going to put the wheel right here, right under it. And I think that'll make it close enough for us. Alright, that is pretty good, because it can actually come to the side. So it's going to mostly be out here. Or no, it's going to be mostly set to go inward, but it's not going to have that much friction. So anytime it does something weird, like come at an edge like that, it'll just go outward a little bit, and that'll be fine. And hopefully the back ones will do that too. And hopefully that'll stabilize it when it's doing these turns. All right, all the wheels are touching where they should be. I think everything's ready here. We're going to disconnect it right there, pretty much. In fact, I don't really want it to roll that far forward, so let me build little blockers temporarily. Put one right here, and we'll put one right there, just so it doesn't go any too far. Okay, let's do this. And what we really don't want to happen is it to roll over, so let's hope that it does not do that. In fact, I guess we'll put something like this, so that it doesn't roll over if it wants to even. And I think we'll be good. Clang, please do not try and take this one from me. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh, this is actually holding it so tight that it can't fall down. Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and remove this. That's gonna fall. And we'll go and catch it. We'll go and grab it, I mean, not catch it. Alright. So it's not falling yet because, again, the side wheels are, I think, holding it too tight. So what we might want to do there is add back this thing right here. And we're going to reduce the power, I guess, on the side wheels. So all these side... I've named them all as well, so that helps a lot when building. If you guys don't name things, you might want to try doing that. But I think the strength is the wheel. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so drop the strength on the sides, and that will allow them to... pretty much, they're not really doing much other than just holding the thing there. And that's exactly what we want to see. Okay, that is good. It's kind of a little bit to the side, but what we're not noticing is anything like it tipping or anything like that, and that's really good. Okay. Well, there's our start. It's going to be interesting to see how we add the second and third cart to this thing, which we're not going to do in this episode for sure, because it's going to take a really long time. But let's try and get the first one at least built. We'll go get more stuff. By the way, an interesting aside, if you guys wanted to know what our base looks like from like the whole thing top down, this is what it looks like. We've got the the poor grave up there. Let me turn off this thing. We've got the grave up there. We've got our windmills all the way on the side. We've got this right here. This is the big shaft. We've got the main base components over here, and then we've got our little section right here. So that's what our base looks like currently. Then we have that going all the way to Big Red, which is over there. And I think even we have the Atmobile in here still. But yeah, if you guys wanted to know, that is what our base looks like. We're just going to build this whole thing down, and I think we're going to come at it from all four sides of the cart like this, and then we'll have one in the middle as well. We're just going to build it down and then connect it across the thing right here, and it's not touching the bottom. That's exactly what we want. Pretty much we want it to be able to be loaded like that, so you just kind of hop onto it, and that'll be how it's loaded. So yeah, we'll have just kind of a floor right there, and then we'll do the same on the front side. Just come all the way down. And once we get to this floor thing, we won't have to go and grab hydrogen as much, because we'll be able to start building down here. Okay, and then build this up. Actually, I can probably not waste any... If I can manage to stand on that block, I could not waste any hydrogen. Just do this. Look at this. Innovation that excites. Hashtag not sponsored. Oh no! Oh no, something's gone wrong! Why are they not matching? Oh, that's why. Okay.
Fuel low.
Ow! How did that kill me? That should have broken my legs at worst. That should not have killed me. I am upset that no. Tell me my body did not fall. Oh my god. Okay. Well, you please go up there. My body is waiting for me. Oh, okay. That's actually pretty neat. It just went right there. Okay, look at that. We're standing on our gondola. That's crazy. Okay, let's do this. All right, temporary break. This is taking forever. We're building a welding ship. A mini welding ship, mind you. Not a big one. Kind of like what this one looks like, but yeah, basically the same thing. Okay, welding ship time. Let's do it. We can make a little song about how we build a ship. First build the landing gear, then you build the base. Base. Come on. Then you build the base. Okay, we're out of steel plates. Then you put the cockpit right into its place. Then you grab the pieces so you can weld the cockpit up and see these points. That didn't rhyme. The reason we do that is because we want to put an oxygen generator there. These rhymes are horrible. Once we have the oxygen generator in its place, then we grab the pieces so we can weld its face. Now that it's welded, that is good. Wait, why do you need an oxygen generator? Because we want to have oxygen inside our hood thing. It's like a hood, isn't it? Alright, I give you this this big, giant, weird looking thing. The Matya Maker, named after Matya, who's another supporter. If you guys want your names used in these videos, by the way, they're all Patreon names, so if you become a patron, links in the description. It's like $1 or $5. I'm not sure which one has that particular perk. But yeah, you can go check it out if you want. But yeah, the Matya Maker is a new thing. It's hopefully going to help us weld a little bit. Actually, did I build it too high? I might have built it too high. This is going to be really awkward if I built it too high. Ow. No, I think we're good. Okay, so it can back in properly, and it still has some clearance on the head right there. So what we want to do is want to add our things. We got our block tools right here. We've got our other stuff, our battery right here. for recharge only. I don't know why I like putting out a number 9, but I don't know. It's a good spot. And then we have our switch lock right here. Okay, so we can switch lock, and we're now connected. Sweetness. Okay, now one other thing, the Matu Maker actually does have an ice producer, an O2 generator, and the reason that's there is so that I can use it as a mobile area for restoring my hydrogen. So we're going to go and grab some ice real quickly, and I'll be right back in a flash. All right, she's got some ice in it. That's really good. Now let's grab some steel plates, because I think that's all we need for now, is those. All right, let's get over there. It looks like we have only about 11 minutes of the fly. Okay. Already, we have destroyed something. What did we destroy? I don't know that there was anything here. Oh, shoot. We destroyed a thruster. I think I still have enough stuff for another thruster, though, so we're good. That was fun. Just a little reminder to be careful while flying. Okay, here we are, and she's a bit of a tall beast, but and I actually can't really see very well, so I might have to go in third person for this. Let's go third person and looking through the front. Oh, that's going to be really trippy. Hang on. Okay, this is not going to be very easy because I can't actually see the welding piece, but I think it's right under my sight area. Now, if I do one line right here, will that get, like, everything on the sides as well? I'm just going to do one line straight down the middle and see how much that does of the ship. So let's get out over here. Let's go check. It looks like it did most of the whole ship, so we can just continue to that. In fact, we missed a block right here, which is fine. Put a block right there, and I think that's the only one we missed. Okay. Let's get back in. Turn this baby around, and then weld up this little area right here. Yeah, this definitely goes way faster. All right, here we are. I think it's a good time to get ready to test this thing. So that's probably going to be how we're going to end this episode. We're going to give it a go. It looks a little bit weird right now, but eventually we're going to like build this up a little bit more, make it look a lot nicer. I just want to test it to see if it can get, well, I really want to see if it can get all the way over there through this turn. Because if it can get through this turn, then I think we're good for the future. Let's real quickly mine out enough area for this to go, and then we will hop in and give it a try. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a blocker right here so it can't go anywhere past that. We're going to do the same on the bottom actually, so nothing falls in the worst case scenario. We'll actually match that right here, and we'll match it right there, and then we'll break this one because we don't need that anymore. Okay, so this is our full thing. I think we're about ready to go. What do I want to do? Okay, I'm gonna need to edit some stuff. Let me real quick, yeah, let's edit some wheels. So we want all the side wheels, and we've got them conveniently named here. We want all the side wheels to do no steering, no propulsion. We could have them brake if we really need to. I don't know what air shock is. Let's not do that. I think that's good. Let's give, yeah, 0 strength is what we want. 0 power. They're not going to be doing anything, pretty much. Height offset is good. I think that'll automatically set based on stuff. I don't really know about the friction. I think everything else is good, though. And then these wheels, the top ones, we're going to set no steering. We don't want any steering at all in this thing. Hopefully the rail will guide us. That's the whole idea. Braking, I don't care about air shock. I don't know that that's anything we want to care about. I think all this is good. So what we're going to do then is we're going to real quick save the game. We're going to save it as, yeah, well, we're just going to save it. And we're going to save the backup as well. Just in case the worst of the worst happens and this thing falls off, I don't want to completely rebuild it from scratch. So we're just going to, you know, save scum as they do. Okay, so let's make sure everything else is set. It looks like we're good on everything. And I think we're ready to go. Let's let it drive a little bit. Okay. Okay. It's having a little bit of trouble at the edge here, but it is getting through it. Can we turn around in third person and see what's going on here? Okay, it looks like it's having a little bit of trouble getting past that. But if we go fast enough, it'll do it successfully. Okay, okay, okay. Careful. Careful now. Oh my god. This is so weird. Oh my god, Clang! Clang is taking it! It's okay. Maybe. No, it's not really okay. Hang on. Let's hop out. See what the situation is. What happened? What the heck? Okay, what if... No, I don't know what happened. We could make the rail a little bit bigger on the side. I don't know how this happened. How could this have happened to us? Well, that's what the save's for, right? Let's go ahead and load that. Okay, here we go. Take 2. I've added some bottom wheels here, so hopefully it won't do that flip thing that it did just recently. I've also increased the strength of the side wheels and the bottom wheels so they don't change their position as much. So hopefully that'll help us out a little bit. We're still going to have a little bit of trouble on the corner, I guess, but I don't know what we can do. I think it might be this. We're going to have to probably go to the corner and see what's hitting. So are we ready? Let's give this a go. And we're arriving to our first corner here. I'm having a little bit of trouble. Okay, let's hop out. Is it... What's hitting? So this wheel right here is just having a little bit of trouble. Oh, because it's hitting this. Possibly. No, wait. It'd be on this side, wouldn't it? Might be hitting that right there. Okay, maybe if we go a little faster, it'll... I know that's always the solution to everything, isn't it? Go a little faster. Oh. Okay, it does get through it. No, it doesn't. It still has a little bit of trouble. In fact, we even... What? We caused some stuff coming down there. Oh, it's probably this. Okay, so what maybe we need to do is we need to decrease the size of the overall train. That might be a good solution. So this particular train would be maybe half its size. Maybe only have 3 wheels instead of 4. And then put it down. Okay, yeah, that might actually help a little bit. Let's back it up. Back it up. No, I think we might be stuck here, so we have to do the work here. Okay, let's take off 2 of these wheels. And change things up a little bit. Okay, so here we go. We only have 3 wheels now instead of the 4. So 1, 2, 3, and we don't have the ones on the bottom either. We only have these ones on the bottom. So I think we are ready to give it a go. Let's try this again. It looks like we're actually much... Oh, no. This one right here really doesn't like us, does it? Let's try to give it a go. Maybe it's just much thinner. No, it still lets us, though. It just has a lot of trouble on these corners. Get a little more power. No, yeah, it's really not liking it. Okay, let's go backwards into the station. Okay, one possible solution we could try then is, let's see. Let's take the top wheels. Show these ones. All these top wheels, let's give them a bunch of strength. So that they're not allowed, let's give them 100% strength. So that they're not allowed at all to change their height. So we have them set all the way on the lowest. They're not allowed to change that. Because what I saw before is that they were like off a little bit. Same with the side, well, the side wheels, I don't know. Alrighty, so we have all these set up. The bottom wheels are there. The bottom wheels can't really go, I mean, they can go all the way, but they're only here for the purpose of keeping this balanced. I think everything is set up. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and do our fail-safe saves. And we're ready to give this thing a go. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's start driving. Still having trouble around those corners, but it gets through it. It gets through it indeed. Let's see about the second one. The second one was the trouble. No, the third one was the trouble. Third one was the trouble, but it looks like if we keep going, we might get through it. Okay, we do get through it. And let's see, the final turn is where we're having a little bit of trouble. But no, it looks like we are going to get through it as well. Look at that. It works. I mean, it's a bit troublesome, but no, it works. And these are kind of getting off the edge right there, but it's fine, I think. I think it'll be good. That's where these... How come you guys aren't pushed up? You guys must be... You know what? Let's give them a bit more power, because I think they're pushing back a little bit too much. A little bit more than we want. So our side wheels are going to get a little bit more strength there. Okay, that should... See, as long as our side wheels have enough strength to not go crazy, then it should... See, these ones are still... These ones are pushed all the way, I think. And these ones are still not touching. I think that's fine. Yeah, that is fine, actually. That's fine. Okay, can we make the return trip, though? This is where I think we might have some trouble. Let's go into a nice view here that we can see. Okay. So it certainly has quite a bit of trouble trying to get through this, but it does... Well, does it? What if I put all the wheels on propulsion? What if I put the bottom wheels as well? So bottom wheels... Well, no, because then I'll have to make sure... Wait, I never made sure they're all going the same way. Oh, shoot. That could be a problem. No, because we are going forward, so it's not that bad. Okay, look at that. So it does get... It's good. It's fine. It works. Can we get all the way back? It looks like if we keep putting... Let me put some more friction on this thing. So we can have more power going into it. We don't want more propulsion, but more friction will allow it to actually get through the turn, maybe. Maybe. Possibly. And there we go. Through the turn. Awesome. Coolness. Nope, not exactly through the turn. No, we are through the turn. Are we pushed up against the... No, we're not. What are we stuck on? Okay, here we go. This might work a little bit better. So what we have done is we've turned on steering a lit... Nope, nope, nope. Maybe I need to... Okay, real quick. Okay, we're going to turn on... Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. No, 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 no. Bad. Bad. We're going to turn back on this thing. Okay, what's happened? What has happened here? Why? Why has this happened? Okay, guys, I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of a nightmare. Probably a good place to end the episode as well, because I think it's about time that I need you guys' suggestions on how to do something like this, because I'm probably missing something that'll work better. And so I like to cut videos kind of in the middle of doing a project, so you guys can always throw in your suggestions. Makes things more fun, and usually things end up working a lot better, like our elevator. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think about our cool little train, our base as a whole, this particular issue where the train seems to like to go horizontal? What do you guys think about that? Rip Wobinator. Anyways, that's probably a good point to end this episode. If you guys liked the video, please hit the like button, put your comments, and especially your suggestions about this particular problem and incident that we have going on here in the comments section below. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of Space Engineers.